The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Trucks over it. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Back to throw here. Short throw, and that's held in by Miller. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jacobs is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Jacobs again. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard.
He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
They're going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. But you look at this defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Loose inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Give him 32 on the play.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. To the air again, Herbert. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught. It's the tight end tumbling. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they rattle off a big one, 59 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And his guys have taken the lead. Boy, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Herbert off of play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner multiple times in All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Third down and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's complete to Williams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards. Eckler now between the tackles, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, second and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Herbert going to change the play here. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, fourth and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass two, both in the arsenal. Herbert. He's got it. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here for Davis. Shifts by him. A nice return that time. Gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. On first down, it's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Tolbert. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Tonyan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Second and 10. Herbert now. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get it.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the
challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take it.
And touchdown! Alec Pierce, 51 yards. And the Armadillos have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Pushes past him, and he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Herbert. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. That is caught. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Johnston sent in motion. Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick-6 as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Left side, he finds Bruce. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. receivers, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They go with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run right here with Jacobs.
You've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that flag.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This for the lead in the final stages. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Keep it up. Your ball, baby. All right, fellas. One more time. Yeah, let's go.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
He'll drop to throw. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Here's 1st down.
Herbert. Johnston hauls it in, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Herbert. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that move last drive instead of throwing the interception.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Herbert.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now Herbert.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They hung up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And that not what they wanted. They lose yards on 1st down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
70. 7 Pirates. Panther 11.
Back to throw.
Gets this to Myers. And he'll get a 1st down here up to the 25, but that clock still moving.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. This pass is caught by London.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the 2nd half.
All right, let's go.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from long, very long range. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. First throw in overtime for Herbert. His throw incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 36. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Get in the end zone, fella.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and 11. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got